Greetings, my beautiful humans. Welcome back to the Voice of Hope Connection. I'm your host, V. I'm so grateful that you came to hang out with me because you didn't have to. If you like this content, please hit like, share, and subscribe to the Voice of Hope Connection at wakeupglobaltv.com. Also, don't forget our Voiceover Now podcast with D. Foster 3. He brings it to you. He talks about those topics that a lot of times we try to avoid. I love it. So check him out also at wakeupglobaltv.com. And don't forget our lit Patreon. Our lit Patreon really gives you the information without having to filter it. So check us out there. But don't forget our Life Alive Bible study on Thursdays. Don't let that Bible study fool you. It's about dealing with your shadow self, and he's doing it from the biblical aspect of dealing with your shadow self. So like, share, and subscribe to the Voice of Hope Connection, the Voiceover Now podcast, and check us out on Patreon also and Life Alive Bible Study. So if you notice, I'm in my sanctuary or I'm in my Zen room. And that's my altar behind me. And my ancestors are on my altar. That great cloud of witnesses that knows me, that remembers me, that raised me, that had a part in my life. And I honor them. So that's what you're seeing behind me. So let's get into this. So you ever had that negative loop pattern in your brain? I know I did. Negative, negative, negative. Wake up, get dressed, and start thinking about all the things that could go wrong. That negative pattern. And I was like, why are you so worried about what's going wrong? Why can't you think about what's going right? Well, I never really got the answer to what's going right. But what I did learn is the brain continues to repeat patterns as it rewires. So if I keep thinking about negative stuff, it's going to continue to rewire for me to continue to think of negative stuff. Okay, so how do I interrupt that? Focus on something with your physical attention. Take your attention off of what you're thinking about and focus on something else. Focus on, I'm looking at my singing bowls over here. Focus on those. Or focus on the television set or focus on something physical. Because if you can focus on something else, that's powerful. It interrupts the negative loop. It interrupts the negative loop and gives you something else to focus on. Redirection over time builds a new direction. Okay? Redirection over time builds a new direction. Remember that. When you're thinking negative, focus on something else. Take the attention off the negative thing and start focusing on something positive. Not toxic positivity, but focus on something positive. Like I woke up this morning, or that my body's moving, or that I'm doing something different. That's focusing on the positive. The next tip I want to give you is when we're talking about positive, staying with positive moments longer. Do you wonder why you always think about negative things? Because we stick with the negative moments. They wire to us much quicker than the positive. So how do I stay with positive moments? You know, when something positive happens, we enjoy it and we move on. Focus on it. Stay with it a little longer. Pause. When something good happens, pause. Feel it. And notice that your brain will start to change as you hold on to those positive moments. Hold on to them. It takes 10 seconds for a negative moment to wire to your brain. 20 seconds for a positive moment to wire. Stay with the positive moments longer. Hold on to them. This will help you to rewire and change your brain. Your brain is neuroplastic, which means it can rewire. You know, we always saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's bullshiggity. You learn something new every day if you're open to it. So let's be open to it. These are only the first 2 tips. I got more, but again, I don't hold people long. So if these tips have helped you or are helping you, try them out. Work with them. We don't hold on to things long enough. We brush by because life is so fast paced and such a grind. Let's slow it down. Slow it down. We need to learn how to slow down. Because as we slow down, we can take in more beautiful moments. See you next week.